In this lesson, students will learn to subtract multi-digit numbers with zeros in the minuend using constant difference and be able to explain why the constant difference strategy works. Students know that subtraction is the difference or distance between two numbers. In third grade, students have had experience subtracting using the constant difference with numbers less than 1,000. We will now use this strategy with numbers greater than 1,000. Let's look at the vocabulary. Minuend, the number from which another number is to be subtracted. Subtrahend, a number subtracted from another. Constant difference is a subtraction strategy where the minuend and subtrahend are adjusted equally in the same direction. Here is an example of constant difference. Mia is 6 years old and Eduardo is 10. Their age difference is 4 years. As the siblings grow up, they will always be 4 years apart. When Eduardo is 22 years old, how old will Mia be? Eduardo was 10 and now he is 22. 12 years have passed and have been added to Eduardo's 10 years. Those 12 years also need to be added to Mia. Then Mia will be 18 and Eduardo will be 22 years old. Notice that both children will always be 4 years apart, no matter how many years have passed. This is called the constant difference. In subtraction, both numbers can be increased or decreased by the same amount, keeping the difference constant to make subtraction easier. Look at the following example. 15,400 subtract 8,545. Constant difference is an effective strategy for this and similar problems because it eliminates regrouping across zeros. 15,400 subtract 1 equals 15,399. 8,545 subtract 1 equals 8,544. Now it is easier to subtract without doing any regrouping. Let's use a simpler problem to investigate why this works. 70 subtract 64. Using mental math, the difference is 6. Now let's look at this problem on an open number line. Start at 70 and count back to 64. That is 6 jumps, or a difference of 6. Let's use the constant difference strategy to justify the answer. 70 take away 1 is 69. 64 take away 1 is 63. Let's look at the number line again. 69 is 1 less than 70 and 63 is 1 less than 64. Both the minuend and subtrahend have been changed by the same amount, 1. So the difference is constant. The difference of 69 minus 63 is 6. As long as the minuend and subtrahend are changed by the same amount, the difference is constant and the answer will be the same. Let's look at a harder problem. The Vivint Smart Home Arena has a capacity of 20,000 people for a concert. When the Utah Jazz play, the arena's capacity is 19,911 fans. How many more fans can attend a concert? To determine the answer, we need to subtract the capacity of a jazz game from the capacity of the concert. 20,000 subtract 19,911. After setting up this problem, we notice that there are zeros in the minuend, which will cause us to regroup. Instead of regrouping, let us use the constant difference strategy. The problem becomes 19,999 take away 19,910. Or there's a difference of 89. This means 89 more people can attend a concert. Julie has a beekeeping business. She has earned $1,005 this season. Unfortunately, she has had some expenses too. Her total expenses are $379. What is Julie's profit this season? When the problem is set up, notice that there are some zeros in the minuend, but the last digit is not a zero. Will the constant difference strategy work in this problem? Let's investigate. We can subtract 1 from 1,005 and 379 and get 1,004 and 378. Did that help us? Not really. There are still zeros in the minuend. Remember that the benefit of using constant difference is to eliminate regrouping across zeros. What can be subtracted from 1,005 to get rid of the zeros? We need to subtract at least 6 from 1,005 to eliminate the zeros. If we subtract 6 from the minuend, we need to subtract 6 from the subtrahend too. 1005 subtract 6 is 999, and 379 subtract 6 is 373. The difference is 626. Julie made a profit of $626 this season. The objective for this lesson was to explore subtracting across zeros using the constant difference strategy. We met this objective by recognizing the constant difference strategy works as long as the minuend and subtrahend are adjusted by the same amount. The constant difference strategy is effective because it eliminates needing to regroup across zeros.